After determining what the general trend and course of your life is going to be, you become a human lodestone. A lodestone possessing magnetic qualities not unlike the magnetic qualities of a mineral lodestone, with one important distinction. You can determine and direct the qualities while the stone cannot. You sometimes do this consciously, and sometimes without being aware of it. Science also tells us that electronically you resemble a lodestone. You are surrounded by several magnetic fields. One of them is centralized around the core of your consciousness, the brain and the pineal and the pituitary gland areas. Another magnetic field surrounds your heart, and others are around each gland of your body. There is a larger magnetic field surrounding the body as a whole, extending a few inches in every direction, and a still greater one extending quite high in space above you. What does this indicate? I think we cannot overlook the possibility that it electronically discloses the presence of a higher consciousness in you than that which you normally recognize as being centered in the brain area, the presence of a high self or oversoul. Yes, you are a human lodestone, surrounded by a magnetic field. Fascinating experiments related to this have been conducted with a Faraday cage. A Faraday cage is simply a wire screening large enough to accommodate a person, just as though he were a bird in a cage. Currents of electricity are introduced into the screen. When this is done, it nullifies the magnetic currents in the atmosphere, creating what might be described as an electronic vacuum. When a person is seated in this cage, he finds it possible to demonstrate extrasensory capacities to a considerably greater degree than otherwise. He becomes telepathic, not only with persons just outside the cage, but also with persons at great distances. He becomes clairvoyant. He acquires an unusual ability to prophesy. All this to an exceedingly remarkable degree when he is separated from the physical plane magnetic field by means of the electric current in the Faraday cage. Obviously, magnetic fields of a higher vibratory nature are not affected by the Faraday cage. We therefore see scientifically demonstrated for us the fact that it is possible for us to become attuned to and influenced by magnetic fields which are of a higher vibratory nature than those of the physical level or dimension of life. If, as the esotericists say, our solar system is passing into an entirely different magnetic field to which has been given the time designation the Aquarian Age, then is it not likely that our minds will begin to function in new ways? Are they not apt to become more telepathic and intuitive, as has been prophesied? I offer these ideas to impress further upon you the fact that you are a human lodestone. You are constantly creating, emitting, surrounding yourself with, and causing to be extended to unbelievable distances various types of magnetic fields. These electromagnetic forces draw into objectification in your life the various circumstances and associations of which it is formed. You are the source of a veritable cosmic force, constantly creating benefits and obstacles and influencing others, constantly exerting the magnetic pull which draws you to places and people.